Hey guys, welcome to another Lunchtime review. Today I'm going to try this Boston Homestyle Meals or Boston Market Homestyle Meals. This one is the Crustless Chicken Pot Pie. It's grilled all white meat chicken and vegetables in a creamy herb sauce with a side of mashed potatoes. It's cool. All white meat chicken. It says it is 13 ounces or 300, I think it says 69 grams. It's kind of hard to see. This is frozen, of course. We bought this at Meijer. It was $6.99. So, it's a little higher than what some meals are, but I guess it's not ridiculous. Turn this up a little bit. It's really tiny. 310 calories for the entire meal, and there's your other info. And let's see, how are we going to cook this thing? So, it does have a conventional oven directions if you want to do it in the oven. Of course, we don't do ovens, but there it is if you want. In the microwave. Remove tray from carton, cut film to vent. Cook on high for 4 minutes. Stir and recover, and then cook for an additional 1 to 2 minutes. So, sorry, it says cook again on high for 2.5 to 3 minutes, and then let it stand for 1 to 2 minutes. I don't like how they do their old pictures. So 4 minutes, stir it, and then I'll probably just do 2.5 minutes. It should be fine, and then be done with it. So let's see what it looks like. Turn you down. All right, pretty good sized meal. It didn't say where to cut the vent out. I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it just says vent it. So I'm gonna take, I usually just take a fork and poke some holes in here, and I'll get it in the microwave and I'll be back. All right, so here it is out of the microwave, and potatoes thickened up quite a bit. They were kind of runny right at first when I first started it up. So that last 2.5 minutes really thickened them up quite a bit. So that's good. And then the pot pie, the crustless pot pie part, looks pretty good. It's got quite a bit of chicken in there. I mean, you can see the hunks of chicken, carrots, peas, maybe some onion, I don't know. I see some, I think, celery? It's hard to tell. So anyway, I am going to let this cool off for a minute. I'll leave it right there, and give it a try. Okay, so I'm going to try the mashed potatoes first. They feel a little thick right as they are. Not as bad as I thought they were going to be. They felt, when I started stirring them up a little bit, they felt a little pasty, but they actually are not bad at all. Nothing super exciting about them. They're just mashed potatoes. I do have to say they taste like actual potatoes and not instant. They may be instant, I don't know. But you know, like a powdered flake or something like that. They may mix them up from that, but it seems like it tastes like actual potato, so yeah, not bad. I think what it needs is some a little bit more seasoning to it, so it doesn't have any really like salt or pepper or anything like that in it. It needs something else to it, but I think if I take the gravy from the chicken pot pie part and put it into that, I think it'll be really good, but I don't want to do that right off. So the pot pie part, one of my favorite parts of chicken pot pie is the crust. So I'm really interested to see how well I like this without the crust, because the crust, like I said, I love that crispy brown pastry crust. I love that flavor. So here we go. It's chicken, carrots, looks like it has an onion and a pea, maybe celery. Like I said, I can't really tell. I'm looking at the picture, it looks like it has celery in it for sure. Don't see onions, but it might, I can't tell. It's just hard to tell. I tell you what, the chicken has got a really good texture to it. It's a good sized hunk of chicken, but it's really good and tender. It's not tough or dry or anything like that. It's really nice, and I really like the textures of the peas and the carrots too. They're very well cooked. They're not hard and crunchy and raw carrots and peas, which I like. I don't like a raw carrot at all. I like them somewhat cooked, although there is some texture to it that it's not raw. So that's good. Yeah, like you can tell the pea, like for instance, I just got a pea, a good sized pea. You can tell that it's not fully like cooked 100% where it's like really mushy. It still does have some texture. It has that green flavor to it. So they've definitely blanched them or cooked them some, but they're not overly cooked. So that's good. I don't mind that at all. And if you like a something that's a little less mushy, like a little less cooked, I think you'll be happy with this too, because it's not mushy at all. Trying to get a bite without any chicken in it to see what it's like. Yeah, even the carrots have they're soft, but they're not like mushy, so that's good. I like the textures of everything has been really, really well. The only thing, I'm gonna take some of this gravy and mix in with the mashed potatoes. I think the mashed potatoes are a little thick, not quite pasty, but they are a little thick. I'm gonna mix in a little bit of that gravy in there, or that sauce. Oh yeah, tons better once you do that. It just thins them out a little bit and adds actually a lot of flavor to them, because like I said, the potatoes by themselves, a little bland, they're just like potatoes, but you add a little bit of that sauce in there, that chicken pot pie sauce, and it really adds a lot of flavor to those potatoes, and it also thins them out. Yeah, I'm quite impressed with this. It's got really good textures, really good flavors. I am missing the crust a little bit, but going into it knowing that it doesn't have a crust, it's okay. It's more like a chicken vegetable stew than anything. It's not as thick as a stew, but it's kind of like a soup than an actual pot pie. But because it's not quite as thick, but I do like it. I do like it quite a bit, and you know, I don't have any problems with textures and stuff like that, because like I said, I really don't like a raw carrot at all, and this is cooked well enough to where I really like it. If you mix the mashed potato, like get a spoonful of mashed potato, and then go over here and get some vegetables, it's actually really good too. Yeah, don't leave the potatoes by themselves. Bring them to the party, all right? Bring them to the party, mix them all together. Eat them all together, I think you'll be a lot happier. So overall, I think this is a really good meal. I'm gonna give this like a 4.5 out of 5. I really, really like this. I would eat this anytime, and it was only, what, 310 calories or something like that? Yeah, 310 calories. I don't think that's bad at all, and I think there's enough mashed potatoes there to where it's gonna fill you up a little bit. Now, if you were to just eat the chicken and the vegetables, I think you'd be a little hungry later on because there's not a lot there. But you add in the mashed potatoes and add a little bit more substance to it, and I think it's going to be, it'll last you for a little while, at least to your afternoon snack time, right? So yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.